Hey everybody, welcome to Spiritually Inclined. My name is Crystal. I just been basically trying to figure things out. Sometimes, the spiritual journey can become a little confusing at times, especially when you sitting in a void and you trying to play guessing games with the universe. That's how I kind of see it sometimes, but it's not always hard to gain answers. I've been asking for answers. I've been trying to gain clarity as to what it is I'm supposed to do. Today I've gained some clarity and I decided to get on here and share it with you guys. So it became clear to me today that my time here at my daughter's house was for me to stabilize my energy. I might have mentioned that before. I knew that part. But what I didn't know in the past month or so since the last time I made a video is that my energy has become stable. I noticed that I don't get upset. I've been feeling extra happy. Like I just feel so happy and confident and stable. I got clarity from the universe while sitting in stillness. Stillness is golden. Silence is golden. So I was just sitting up here today like something gotta give. Like I've been, living these beautiful days out. I don't have much of a life right now. I just be sitting cooped up in my daughter's apartment, just taking care of my baby and all of that. And just being happy and content in that. But there comes a time where, you have to, put forth some type of action. I feel like I'm being pulled more towards establishing a presence online. That's what I'm feeling pulled towards. I've said this in past videos or whatever. So with my frequency grounded, my point of this is I'm getting to, where if your frequency, this goes for those who are connecting with me right now. If your frequency is grounded and stable, whatever you put forth the effort towards, it's going to render you magic. It's going to attract whatever it is you're setting an intention towards as you're doing this. It has to be done authentically. It has to be done out of pure enjoyment, meaning you'll do this whether you get paid or not. It's got to be what you love doing, what you're feeling pulled and gravitated towards. That plus a grounded, stable, high frequency equals magic manifestation. This is the clarity I received today that I'm passing on to you guys. Because if you're connecting with me, you're at the level that I'm on in my own personal journey, but in your journey. Your energy is stable. We are at the same frequency, which means you have the power to control your reality. And that's what the universe has been trying to convey to me. And I just wasn't getting it. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to get out of my daughter's house? I can't just be living here, and, things of that nature. I told y'all, you can control other people, not in a sense of like making them do what you want them to do, but you can control how you experience people around you. And I've done that through alchemization. When you alchemize, what the reality is showing you by not responding to it through, I want to say, negativity. When you don't give a lot of power to your external circumstances and you decide what's happening in your story, you can change that narrative and you can create a better version of your current reality, which is what I've done. I've aligned with a better version of my current circumstances where I still don't got an income coming in. I don't have my own place or anything like that. But when you're dealing with external energies, other people, because people are just energy in physical form. You're pure energy in physical form. We're all connected. We're all the same consciousness, so we can manipulate the energy to where it works for us, as long as you're not doing it in like a negative way. So where I was getting pushback from my daughter, where she was pressuring me to get a job and things of that nature. And right now, that's just not where my path is headed. Haven't been able to get a job, and I'm being more pulled towards creating my own brand and working for myself and doing my own thing. And freedom is in my life path. So I'm not meant to be tied down by a job, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you aren't either. Y'all just can't do the 9 to 5 anymore. It's a lot of people getting to that point where they can't do it no more. You feel trapped. Most of your hours out of your day is spent at an establishment around a bunch of people that you probably don't even really want to, a bunch of energies, because that's what I see everything as now. Energy. Everything in this universe is pure energy. Everything is the consciousness of God. But when you realize that, and you are one with, we are all the same consciousness, you can experience what you want to experience. Because energy can be manipulated and transmuted. It cannot be destroyed, but it can be, manipulated mentally. And I've learned that, and I'm gaining my power back in my experiences. I experience what I want to experience. And so how you control other people is what you assume about them. And if I'm constantly assuming, oh, my daughter don't want me here, oh, she want me to get a job, she expected me to get a job and things, I kept focusing on that, and that's what I kept experiencing from her. But then I started like, you know what? No, the universe has me here. I am here because the universe, this is where I'm meant to be at right now. I'm on a spiritual journey. And when you're on a spiritual journey, you are being divinely guided and led and placed. So wherever you're at, you're meant to be there, or you wouldn't be there. Whatever is happening is meant to happen, or it wouldn't be happening. And everything has a purpose. Whether there's something to learn from it, whether it's meant for you to gain a different perspective so it won't have to keep playing out until you do. That's what's going on here. Everything is strategic. Designed, placed, and happening. I started gaining a different perspective about being here. It's meant for me to be here right now, even though it's not very clear to me on what I'm supposed to do to get out of here or to move my life forward. This is where I'm supposed to be at. And I kept fighting that mentally, kept focusing on how I didn't want to be here and how I don't want to put up with this, and I kept on getting pushback because of that. So the universe was giving me more of it. I kept sending out a signal because I'm focused on that. It's not the universe don't register it. Oh, she don't want this. The universe is looking like, oh, this is what she's more focused on. Let's provide her with more of that. You see what I'm saying? And so I started changing my focus. I started being focused on, okay, the universe has me here for a reason. What am I supposed to be doing while I'm here? What can I get out of this? I started surrendering and just allowing what is to be. Sometimes you just have to surrender and allow it to be that way. Maybe it's something you got to be focused on more than anything that's happening externally. I started focusing inwardly. I started asking for asking for answers on certain things and clarity, meditating, and, just staying connected with the higher, the divine spark within you. You are God in the physical flesh and form. Stay connected with the part of you that remembers the truth. The truth is inside of you, is embedded within you. The very thing that has you opening your eyes and breathing is the truth. It's already within you. You don't have to look externally for nothing. The source within you might use the external to confirm what you already know, or to give you reassurance that what you feeling is actually real. But the truth starts from within you first, and then it's reflected back to you outwardly. Everything you experience is yourself pushed out. So if you want that to change, you have to change what's in here. And that's what I've been doing. Being at my dad's was for me to learn how to alchemize it. He tested my patience. He triggered me. He did everything he could to pull me out of my high vibration. I've always been high vibrational, but I've never been grounded in my vibration. I would let things upset me. I would hold on to it. I would ruminate on it and marinate in it and spiral out and all of those types of things. But I learned not to do that at my dad's house, because he was the trigger that I needed for practice. Trigger practice. Trigger practice. He was trigger practice, basically. Learning how he was shooting them bullets, and I had to learn how to dodge them. I had to learn how to stay grounded in my energy and not let the external upset me. By the time I got here, I was kind of falling into it, but then I'm like, no, wait a minute, let me call my power back, because I am the author and the writer of my own story. Each and every last one of us are the main character of our stories. We decide what we experience. And if you're experiencing anything other than what you want to experience, that's because you're focused on what you don't want instead of what you do want. So you have to focus on what you do want. I've decided that if I have to be here, I'm not going to no longer deal with, you know, the expectations of others. If I'm the author and the writer of my own story, I have to decide that I'm going to do what I'm guided to do, what I feel I need to do, according to what I'm being shown on my journey. I'm not here to follow someone else's expectation just because I need to be here for right now. And I made that decision. I'm like, I'm not here by choice. I'm here because the universe placed me here. And I'm going to do what's aligned with what I'm supposed to be doing right now, not what somebody else expects me to do. And it's hard at first because you're like, okay, I'm living in her house. She want her space back. You know, I need to do what she expect me to do so I can get up out of here. But it wasn't working like that because the universe is like, you're not here to appease anybody else's expectation of you. You are here to live your own individual path. This other soul signed up before y'all even got here to be a part of that and to be supportive of that. They are supportive characters. Everybody around you is a supportive character to your narrative that you write. You write that narrative, not the other way around. So call your power back, because each and every last one of us is the main character of our own story, and we write it and we decide what we experience and what happens in our story. And that's what I started doing. I started taking back my power, stabilizing my energy, and now I just got the green light to just start acting on my it's called divine inspiration. When you get that sudden urge to like jump on and do a video about this or about that, because I've been getting that, but I just ain't been acting on it. And because I've established a higher vibration, when I do start doing that, it's gonna create magic. You become magical when you are able to obtain and sustain a very high vibration where nothing around you is upsetting you. You can create the environment and ambiance that you need to sustain your frequency and vibration. So I wanted to get on here and share that with you guys. I will be posting more often now that I've gotten that clarity. And I hope this resonated with you guys. If you like the video, please engage me, let me know some of your stories and, share with me your thoughts. I love you guys, and until next time, Ashe.